The house was not welcoming. Something really quite terrifying happened. It was about the most scary thing that's ever happened to me. I was there, and what happened, happened. There was a malevolence.
I'm headed towards a bunch of negative energy.
He was a black-hearted man.
It's getting more overwhelming for me. He dominates the whole home. The closer I get, the more evil I'm feeling. He was still alive when they did this to him.
There was such a moment of fury.
I don't understand it.
I mean, we should be ready for anything.
My name is Kim Russo, and I am a psychic medium. When I was 9, I was visited by the first of many dead people who wanted to communicate with the living through me. Realizing that I couldn't ignore my abilities, I chose to embrace them. Many people are haunted by traumatic paranormal events buried in their past. Some of these people have faces you might recognize. You've heard about their paranormal experiences. Now you are about to witness the moment they take me back to the place of the haunting in the hopes of uncovering the truth. This is the haunting of Charles Shaughnessy.
As a kid, I'd make this trip once a year, either summer or winter, with my family to visit relatives at this house. There was always a sense that the house was not very welcoming. There was a sort of a malevolence that may have been my childish imagination, but might have been real. And then one year, something really inexplicable and quite terrifying happened.
I'm on my way to a beautiful countryside right outside of London, about an hour outside of London. And I'm on my way to meet Charles Shaughnessy, who played Mr. Sheffield in The Nanny, which is a show I used to watch quite often. From what I understand, when he was a child, he vacationed here in this home that we're visiting. And he apparently had some sort of mishap with an entity. I just keep feeling so many different errors. There's so much history here that I just can't even believe what may happen today. It's Pandora's box.
For as long as I can remember, there was one particular vacation that my family would take every year, which was down to this beautiful but huge old castle. My brother David and I were always a little scared of going down there. It was definitely a spooky house. The incident that I remember most happened when I was 12. My brother was 2 years younger and he was 10. There was one particular room down the corridor, tucked away in the corner, with this big oak door. And that room was always off bounds. It was always locked. No one talked about it. We just weren't allowed to go in it. I asked my parents about it, and they said, "Oh, that's the oak room. You're not to go in there. It's locked." And I said, "I know. Is there a reason?" And they said, "Believe it or not, that room is haunted." So it became a kind of fascination for me. I checked this out with my cousin, Julian, and said, is this true? And he said, yeah, absolutely true. He had never been in there himself. And it was shortly after that that my cousin came up with this plan to get into the Oak Room. He'd got hold of the key, and this would be a good opportunity to, A, check out the room, and B, he's going to bring along a couple of cigarettes. We could smoke them up the chimney. So I took my flashlight, and David was sort of dragged along unwillingly. And we traipsed down the corridors, and we get to this room, and we have like one last moment. You know, do we really want to do this? He puts the key in the lock, opens the door, and the three of us go inside. I have my flashlight. If we do anything, we just shut the door behind us and lock it so that no one can come in. And that's when we turn around in this dead silent room. I swept the room with my flashlight, just sort of slowly going, watching the beam. And we went over to the fireplace, put the flashlight on the table. We huddle around the chimney. We were just gonna smoke our cigarettes and get the hell out of there as soon as we could. Julian pulls out his cigarette, and I've got mine, so I get the matches. I strike the match, and as I lean in to light the cigarette, the match, it just kind of went up like a kind of firework, and immediately goes out. And something flies right by my head and smashes into the wall beside us. The flashlight just starts wobbling. And then flies off the desk. There was something very evil in that room. The three of us are just freaked out. We head to the door, manage to get the thing unlocked, and then fling ourselves out into the corridor just as we hear my parents and their uncle and aunt and everyone coming up the stairs. We knew we were in trouble, but quite honestly, we didn't really care about what trouble we were in. We were just more freaked out about what happened in the room. I've never had anything like that happen since, and I'd be quite happy not to, particularly when you're dealing with something as palpably malevolent. You just don't want to confront it. It was about the most scary thing that's ever happened to me. People might think it's crazy. People might think it was a kid's imagination, but I was there, and what happened, happened. They had an exorcism, but they didn't get rid of whatever it was. So I'm interested to go back now and meet with Kim and see if she can give me some kind of closure on it, some sort of explanation, because until that happens, you know, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be a little troubling.
As we're getting closer, I'm getting a lot of visions already of different types of ghosts. I'm hearing a lot of chatter in my head of men talking to each other, and I have a burning sensation in my throat. It feels almost like acid going down my throat area. To me, that's not comfortable. I'm also getting a feeling of a very serious man. And I'm just feeling like I'm headed towards a bunch of negative energy. the more I seem to be getting closer, the more uncomfortable I'm feeling. This is getting more overwhelming for me. God. This is a real castle. Now I'm really starting to get little willies. God. This is a real castle. Now I'm really starting to get little willies. This place is ancient. Feeling another place is here, though. There's some other structure that I'm sensing besides this. If this is a castle, then there must be a moat somewhere around here. I think that's water right there. That's the vision I was having, and that's the other structure that I was seeing. And there's something at the bottom of that hill that I know I need to get to. I gotta go look for Charles.
And here's the drive. This is it. Here we go. Right by the gatehouse here. There it is, that sound of the wheels going, turning in the gravel. It's that feeling again. All right. Here we go.
Charles,
Hi.
hello, Kim Russo.
Hi, Kim. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I hope you don't mind. I took a little bit of a stroll prior to you getting here.
Good. No, I'm glad. Did you get down to the old castle?
Well, that's precisely why I'm telling you this, because that's the part that I was being drawn to.
Really?
But in a nutshell, prior to you and I going on our journey, why did you call me?
This vacation we'd have every year was such a mixed thing. It was very exciting for my brother and I. Would get out of London and come down to the country. And then we had this one experience which just kind of tipped it over the edge. And I've always wondered about it. I've been back a very few times since then, and it still has a resonance for me that I've always wondered about.
Let's take a walk, shall we? I was being drawn from the balcony over there to this body of water that I guess if this is a castle, it must be a moat, right? This is it right here. This is it.
This is it.
I just feel like something bad happened here.
Yeah.
Something really bad.
Really.
Somebody was wrapped with rope and thrown into the water. And weights were put on the bottom to keep him. But he was still alive when they did this to him.
Can you see how long ago that was? Do you have any idea?
This could be the 1600s.
Okay. When we go in the house, and that could easily connect with what happened.
Oh, you know? Okay.
I
good.
know. I don't know this thing, but I know the what happened in that main house.
It may be different.
The ghost that was meant to be in that room. He's the guy that this is all about. He was a bad man and was capable of something like that.
Very tall man.
Very tall man.
I just saw him very tall, like almost 6'7" or like
That's
that.
right. He was known as a giant. He was an angry, terrorized the neighborhood, mean, black-hearted man.
Well, I'm sensing that this energy is still trapped here. And I did pick up on the name Arthur. Well, why don't we go find this very tall man and get out of the rain here?
Yeah, I'm ready to see him. I don't know, it's a little anxious about encountering him again.
Is this the entrance?
This is it. This is the entrance.
Once we go in this door, anything can happen. Are you prepared?
Yeah, let's see what's going on with this guy. See if he's still angry with me.
Okay.
All right. Up to you.
Okay, if you must. Look at this.
You know, it's been a while. Everything's like, I sort of feel a little tore in it.
I suddenly feel like we have a lot more people with us.
Yeah.
I feel as if possibly a relative of yours is with me. It's an older woman. It's not your mom.
Mm-hmm.
She's on your dad's side, she said. I'm pretty sure that's what she just said. You have a Grandma Sarah?
Yeah. I had a Grandma Sarah, but I never knew her.
Oh, she knows you. She's joining us here, and there may be more to the more of a reason why she's joining us.
She was my dad's mother, and
Okay, just let's see what she says.
Okay.
I'd rather come from her.
Right. Let's see what she has to say.
Okay. When I'm walking, a lot of the times I don't really intend to go to a certain place. I feel like I'm just led.
Okay.
And so I just feel compelled to go this way.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God, look at
fast.
this room.
Yeah, this is the dining room. This is where we'd eat.
I'm having visuals of people seated. Again, I feel like I'm picking up on a 17th century vision of men that gathered for some sort of purpose, a business meeting. You know when you can get the vibe that there's a powerful man at the table and the rest of the people are either, you know, work for him or the servants? That's sort of how I feel. They're making a toast. There's a reason why they're showing me this toast. I'm getting that burning sensation in my throat again, as if a hole's being burned right in my esophagus. They're making a toast. There's a reason why they're showing me this toast. I'm getting that burning sensation in my throat again. I picked up on the way in the car, like as if someone might have been drinking something they shouldn't have, or somebody poisoned somebody else.
Are these people kind of mobsters, or are they on the side of the angels, so to speak? I mean, these bad guys,
They're not good guys.
they're not good guys.
No,
So this guy,
because
it's like a thief's falling out.
There's some shadiness going on. I almost sense like a smuggling.
I was going to say smuggling.
That's
Is that
how
what
I
it is?
feel. Like so
It would
this
make
is-
sense that this angry, big, powerful guy, if someone was trying to skim and put some aside for themselves, he would probably get rid of them.
A man just introduced himself to me. He said his name is Thomas.
Okay.
He said, "Hello, I'm Thomas." This man is not a bad guy. This guy's nice. You don't know him because he's not from your time era.
Okay.
I keep hearing church bells, and I'm smelling incense. I just get a sense of church and incense. I don't know what that has to do with anything, and I feel like this man Thomas may have something to do with church. I don't know if he's a priest or he's just a very strong, holy person. But he's definitely a good guy. I feel him being on the lighter side of things. You know, we kind of just have to really put the puzzle pieces together, and then we can start to see what it actually all means.
Do you get anything in here?
Okay, let's go.
In this, just like in this little ante room here?
Another woman just joined us. And I'll tell you, it's not Sarah, it's another woman. She's talking about her daughter, Susan, and I'm pretty sure she just said Gail.
Okay. Is she Gail, or is she talking about Gail?
I'm not quite sure. That's the name she gave me. Where is Sid? Where is Sid? That's what she just said. Where is Sid? Who's Sydney or Sid?
Okay, Sid. Sid is my father-in-law. Gail is his wife, and Susan's my wife. But Gail is not. Gail is Sid's wife.
Her current wife?
Current wife.
Hold that. The woman coming through was married to Sid. Did he have a different wife?
He had a different wife.
She died young?
And she died young.
Okay, don't say too much. Would she be your technical mother-in-law?
Yeah.
That's what she just told me.
Oh, wow.
She'd never met you, though.
No.
She said she died quite young.
Is she giving you any other names?
I'm asking. Hold on. She told me that one of your kids came as a birthday gift to you. Was one child born on your birthday?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 40th birthday, like I always call her my 40th birthday present.
Well, that's what she's calling her.
Is there any other
Believe me, she's not done talking.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
chatty.
This is like weird. This is like nothing to do with this house. This is to do with me.
Yeah, but they follow you when there's a meeting around.
Yeah.
She's giving a lot of gratitude to a lot of the people that have helped her family along the way, and you are one of them.
Huh. Well, she's very welcome, and
she adores you. Oh my goodness. She actually told me.
It's very moving.
She handpicked you for her daughter. And I don't know if her daughter ever felt that way.
We both felt very much that she's been around.
She is around a lot, and especially today.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
She told me she's with Jean.
Okay.
They've met, so I don't know what that means.
Well, Gail, who is Sid's current wife, her brother, who passed away a few years ago, is Jean.
Then
with
that's
a G.
I don't know.
So she's met, right, so she's met Jean.
But I guarantee you that's why we said Gail, because Jean is with her.
Right, so she and Jean have met up. Jean is all about Gail. I mean, he was her brother, and they were very, very close.
Yes, that's why.
And Gail is now married to Sid. Sid had 2 daughters, one of whom I married.
Susan, right?
Yeah. And this woman, we felt that she's been around. My wife has felt
she's
very much around.
Oh, well, this validates.
And she died when Susan was 9.
She remembers.
Yeah.
She certainly remembers. And your wife almost joined us today?
Yeah, I mean, there was a possibility if things had worked out, the timing-wise kind of didn't.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I would love to continue this conversation with your mother-in-law as we go up the steps, all right?
Yeah. The business, the unfinished business, I guess, around me would be this woman would be my mother-in-law that I never got to meet. That's been a very powerful presence in my wife's life because she wasn't around. She never got to be part of it, and I feel bad she didn't. But we've always felt she's been watching.
Somebody else just joined us now. Your grandmother Sarah's back now, and she's come with someone else. Sarah and her husband's with her. Your granddad. Did you meet him yet, too? Did you ever get... You said you never did.
No. Her husband, my father's father...
Is he Al?
Not Al.
Wait, okay.
Well, keep going. It's
Alfred.
It's Alfred.
He was a captain?
He was a captain, and even my father never met him because he was killed in the First World War. So we've had Sid and that side, my wife's side, and now this is my side. This is now Sarah coming in with Alfred.
Why don't we go upstairs?
Yeah.
Is there a room, I'm assuming it's a bedroom with possibly a tapestry like this, but I want to call it a reddish color? Could we?
Yeah, let's go. You know, it's all a little different from...
Oh, this is it. This is red tapestry, wallpaper, red everywhere. A lot of stuff. I just saw women. Ugh. This is red tapestry, wallpaper, red everywhere. A lot of stuff. I just saw women and all kinds of different things.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah. Yeah, this was a interesting events happened in this room.
Really? With just one now? Is it like it was like different people? Like, do you see any of the people from downstairs?
Yes, I do. That one guy that has this egomaniac personality. He's so ego-based, and he believes he controls everybody and everything. But he's so miserable. He's a bully.
A bully.
And these women, he feels like he dominates the whole home.
Right.
So his energy's very much still connected here, very much. Oh, your dad died, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he's showing up.
Really?
I believe so. Hold on. Freddie.
Freddie, that's my dad, yeah.
I have to tell you what he just said.
Yeah.
There's this one project that you're so diligent and your heart is in it, and you keep getting blocked and you're getting discouraged. And he said, I'm with you. I will help you. It's a fabulous idea. Whatever this idea is, he's telling you to pursue it because he's somehow behind it.
Oh, interesting. Well, towards the end of his life, he was working on a book, and he wrote these 2 sort of volumes, and he put them together and never managed to get them published or anything, and I have them. That's probably what he's talking about in this. I have those 2 things, and I took them to an agent, and the agent, so he's not worried about my stuff, but he would definitely be saying,
you nailed
he'd
it.
Be saying, Johnny, try and get that book done. I will definitely do what I can. I will try it again, but it's...
He already sees it in a bound book. If he can maneuver it from the other side through you,
all right, great.
He'll do it.
I know he would. I mean, what's moving to me and so touching is this is my dad. I mean, that is so much dad, and I absolutely hear him, and I'll respect his wishes, and we'll see where it goes. And if he's helping guide it, we'll make that happen. And I would love to do that for him. I mean, I would love to have him feel that final work of his life was acknowledged.
Yes. I like all your visitors. I feel like you're having a family reunion now.
I feel very clear now that they've come up and said hi, and I'm so thrilled that they're here. It's very exciting to feel their presence. I realize this is why I'm talking to you, is to talk to them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Be that as it may, take it as you wish, it's your perception.
Right.
But it's my responsibility as a medium to be the voice for all of them over there.
Yeah.
So yes, I can tell you and help you and give you
Right.
all this great news, but if there's some sad ones still having
needing
unresolved
help, maybe that's what they're
issues,
here to help.
I always feel
Yeah.
it's my job to
Absolutely.
also work for that side
Yeah.
as well as this side.
Fair enough.
And I think we're here for Arthur as well.
Right.
I'm getting the sense that this is
Yeah.
not at all where you had your experience.
No, that was
So-
downstairs.
I have to take a look down there.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
this
how do
way.
we go?
This way. This is, we snuck down here late at night. Everyone had gone to bed. We came down, and this is the room. This is the room that was always locked. And
Wow.
we got hold of the key.
The closer I get, the more evil I'm feeling.
Right. I mean, we should be ready for anything.
Arthur's presence is definitely here. I don't feel this is just merely a bully. This man is a cold-blooded killer.
I don't mind if we don't go in.
Well, here's the good news. We do have an army behind us because your father and everyone else just reminded me that they're staying close.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. Do you feel him here? Do you feel him here?
Not yet. This is really bizarre. I expected to open that door and just have everything rushing out at me, and I'm
Okay, well, that's a relief.
not so quickly because...
Oh, means he's somewhere else.
I don't know. I don't understand it. So can you, like, just tell me what happened so...
Yeah, we came in and came over to the fireplace here and lit our cigarettes. This was the night we were gonna get into the yolk room. And we were gonna smoke our cigarettes up the chimney. And I was on this side. And then all at once there was this, the match just flared up like this. And then
When you were
something-
lighting your cigarette?
Yeah, and the flame went like that. At that moment, something flew past. I felt it fly by my ear and smash, and we just took off. And it was, there was just such a moment of fury and evil and malevolence, and like I didn't hear anything, but it was almost like you could hear in your head someone just bellowing, "Get out!" And this bang, like, and we were gone.
Let me just see where I can locate his energy, because it's not... I kind of feel he's hiding. There has to be another room. I feel he lured us in here, but is playing tricks on us. I want to see what's over here in back of the piano. I keep feeling like there's a little alcove that he's hanging around in. Is this another room? This is it. This is it. This is where he is.
Really?
Yes, it is. This is where he is.
Really?
Yes, it is. I knew he was hiding behind the wall. Psychically, I'm sensing the energy in that corner.
So what do we do?
Hold on a second. You know, there's a really pleasant energy here as well. He told me his name is Richard. His name is Richard, this other energy that's in this room. I just feel like he's here to protect us. I don't know who he is. He looks like a priest to me. We have two energies here. The pleasant one feels to be, he told me his name was Richard, and the other one is Arthur, okay?
Was Richard in life, he wasn't connected to this guy, to Arthur?
No, but he's connected somehow to this location.
Okay.
There was something he did in this house. They had to hide their faith back then, he said. They couldn't practice openly.
Right.
You know that?
Right.
Richard's not stuck, but he kind of feels like he's here to help. He told me he's been trying to lead Arthur out of this space for years. Richard's going like this to Arthur, as if to say, to show me he's been trying to coax him into the good space for a long time, into the light.
Into the light. So Richard's doing our job for us.
In a way, and he didn't start today. It's been going on.
All right, good.
Is it possible that we were lured here today by Richard to help him with this task?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to have you initiate the conversation with Arthur. Arthur needs to accept that he did bad things, but that's not the end of the road for him. There's always forgiveness waiting on the other side. What needs to be known more than anything else is resolve is not going to happen in the physical world here, because the people that he has murdered are no longer physically here to even say he's sorry to.
Right.
So the only way he can really have any resolve is to face the people, show his remorse, and know that there's always love waiting for him.
Right.
That's what I feel the biggest problem here is. He doesn't know what lies beyond.
Right.
And he's afraid that there may be repercussions for his actions. And that's why he's trapped here.
Right. If you can hear me, Arthur, just understand the truth is, truth and love is all that waits for you on the other side. You're a frightened man, Arthur. You're just scared. Maybe it's something that happened to you when you were a kid. Maybe it was the way you were treated. But that fear, you can let that fear go. You can let the anger go and let Richard help you move across to the light.
That's gonna do it. That did it. You just pushed him over the edge in a good way.
All right, yeah, and Richard's taking him.
You see it?
I just sense a kind of...
Farewell.
Yeah, yeah.
You seem very moved by it.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I feel very complete. I feel very good. And if you notice, it feels warmer.
It is 100% different energy here. Why don't we have a seat? What a day, huh?
Yeah, really. Well, I feel like we really, in the end, we did what we came to do. I mean, it was an amazing journey.
Well, do you feel in coming here that you accomplished what it is you set out to do?
I feel I accomplished more. I wasn't sure what I was coming here to accomplish. There was a sense that there was something to be done, that was something to do with the experience I had as a kid in that room. But in the meantime, there was this reunion with people who were very important to me.
It seems to me that the way your family came through supporting you today, you always had that kind of support.
Yeah.
To allow you to get the job done.
Yeah. It's been just a pleasure, an education, an honor, and a thrill to be on this journey with you today. We've done some real good. We did some real good. Put it in there. What an amazing journey. I came here not knowing quite what to expect, wanting to kind of complete some unfinished business. We definitely did that, but so much more. I wasn't expecting to have this amazing number of people from mine and my wife's family kind of show up. It's a very moving experience, both for the people that came through and as a kind of glimpse behind the fabric of life as we know it, as we live it day by day. It's incredibly powerful.
Looking back, when we met Charles, he wanted to face the forces that were behind his childhood paranormal experience in an old English castle. Exploring the castle, we discovered that a cowardly ghost named Arthur had been hiding there for hundreds of years, afraid of what consequences he may face on the other side. With help from Charles and his family, we were finally able to deliver Arthur into the light. Many of us, like Arthur, are afraid of what lies beyond. But we should never forget that when we reach the other side, all that awaits us is forgiveness and love.